Aloha, nirashaimase. Welcome to Sup-Sapporo, Dosanko Live. This is Chad and Jamie hanging in Sapporo, Japan. Thanks for joining us. If you're back and like what you heard, please support us and hit that subscribe button. Mahalo.
Okay. All right, episode 24. Let's
24. All right. Okay, so we can do kampai first. Or so,
Kampai.
right? Kampai.
Always
Ding,
kampai.
ding, ding, ding. Sapporo
Kampai.
Dosta.
I'm gonna double fist it.
Oh, double fist.
Mm.
I'm jealous of all that alcohol.
Oh, this is good. I'm having
Why?
a tonight.
You have lots of alcohol, right?
We don't have much of the Japanese stuff.
I bet you missed the Sapporo stuff. Okay, so before we start, could you do a short introduction about yourself?
Well, hello. My name is Michael, and I'm currently studying in Sweden, Asian studies, Japanese studies, media, and the like. And I also have lived in Japan for several years, primarily Sapporo, but I have also lived in Chiba.
Oh, nice.
Out of all places, and I have traveled around Japan a lot, mostly to more unknown places compared to where most Westerners go.
For example, what are some of these places? Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Well, I have been to the outskirts in Aomori, Iwate, and Akita. Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, nice.
It's like the north of Honshu.
Is that Tohoku?
Yeah.
No.
So what brought you? Why did you take that route and go that way?
Well, I've heard of Wanko Soba.
Oh,
Please explain.
That eating challenge where you're supposed to eat 100 bowls of noodles to become a man.
To become a man? Are you man?
Yeah. I ate 103, so I succeeded.
You ate 103 bowls?
You're more than man.
Yeah, it's, I'm kind of upset about it because I have a friend who went there afterwards and then he beat me, and I have to return to beat him.
Wow.
But yeah,
Okay, so
100 bowls of noodles is kind of a lot.
Okay, so where, and what was the name of the restaurant? Where was this?
I don't remember the name of the restaurants, but like you can find it all over Iwate. It's like the primary spot is Morioka, which is like the main city there. It's like they have tons of restaurants. You can easily find it. It's just a bit costly, and you have to, like if you want to succeed, you have to find someone who is willing to pour you the noodles.
What?
Because you have to eat them so quickly. Because otherwise you will never reach 100.
So actually, I have a question for you, Michael. So we didn't get to your background. So like basically, where are you from? Where are you living? And what kind of got you into Japanese culture?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Sweden. Like the northern parts of Sweden is where I'm born. But I lived most of my life in the southern part. So like the southern part in like climate is quite similar to Sapporo, I would say. It's just that the snow has disappeared.
Oh.
So otherwise, it used to be similar. Well, I have gone through many schools. I did go to a gaming high school, so to say.
A gaming high school?
High school?
Yes, like we had those in Sweden a decade ago. Like it was meant to be like how to make video games, like music production or graphics department and that kind of thing.
Oh, cool! It's like a trade school specifically for like audio visual.
Yeah, and like programming and even software development in some parts, but not at my school specifically.
Oh, that's amazing.
So it's like it was designed in part to like prepare you to go to a place called the Game Assembly. Which is like a specialized trade school in southern Sweden, where you get basically all of them get a job within the games industry after they're done.
What?
That's so cool.
It-
Yeah, actually, one of my friends that I used to train with at this dojo I was at was saying in Germany. I forgot where she was at, but she was saying that basically like you're tested in junior high, and then basically depending on your test scores, you get sent to a specific high school. Whether you and they start shifting you towards your job goal in high school. I guess that's very similar to like what you were saying. Like maybe somebody would be more inclined towards physical stuff or like taking things apart or fixing things. Go to mechanic school versus like somebody going to like an astronomy school.
In
Science.
Sweden, we have school choice in that regard. Like the student themselves choose which high school to go to, as long as the grades are enough. So if your grades are not an issue, you can go to any school you want, as long as it's within the region you're in.
Yeah.
Like there are exceptions. For example, my particular school does not exist in a neighboring region. Which means that those students can go to my school in that case.
Okay.
Why doesn't it exist?
Oh, they just haven't opened a school like that.
I see.
That's
so
cool.
there needs to be some kind of equivalent in your region. Like if they had an equivalent school, you have to go to that school and not the school I went to, so to say. Since there are no equivalent, they would allow you to go to the one I went to.
If there's two schools in neighboring regions, can you choose which one, or is it the closer one?
You have to go to the closer one in that case.
That's crazy that they do stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's really cool. I mean, the fact that you can actually like start planning your career right from high school, and be on that track already. That's wonderful. And for me, that would have been great too, because it kind of separates the people that are serious about school versus the people that are not serious about school too. That's great.
I mean, not necessarily. Like in my case, it's like the grades were not too high to like weed out the dumb people, so to say. So my class were full of people who like video games. It's like I don't fault them for that, but it's like they went to that school to play video games. Especially because when we went, they would give us a state-of-the-art laptop that we work with. No, it was basically rent, so to say. But it didn't cost anything as long as you don't break it.
Yeah. Did you get to keep it after school?
If you paid about, I think it was like $50, they would give it to you.
$50?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Was it state of the art?
I mean, when we first got it, it was about $1,500 worth of computer. But after the 3 years that we went there, they were basically like, well, we're gonna replace these computers.
Yeah.
If you want to buy them, just give us $50 and you get to keep it.
Wow. That's such a different style of schooling rather than the United States, man.
Yeah,
that is so crazy.
Wow.
I want to go. Do you guys accept like foreign exchange students?
I mean, it's possible, but it's like I have not seen it myself.
But it is possible.
It is possible. I have seen some students from Sweden go abroad. That happens a fair amount. But I have never in my own experience seen someone come to a school where I have been, or like a neighboring school that I have seen.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we have foreigners in our schools, but they're generally immigrants to begin with.
Yeah, they live there, right?
Yeah, they live there. So it's like they go to normal school, so to say.
Yeah.
Damn.
So cool. So actually,
I'd be so much more functional if I went to school there. Probably.
Yeah.
Like I was just high all the time.
Yeah. Is there a school you can smoke weed all the time?
Yeah. I like. You guys need some tester. I'll test anything.
Don't do drugs in Sweden because like we have a very anti-drug policy that's unscientific. So it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
It's not
like Japan.
drugs. I'm not doing drugs. I'm doing Mother Nature.
So actually, I have a good question for you. So what brought your interest towards Japan? What sparked it?
I mean, I have always liked Japan. Like, I realized when we were moving houses because we needed to move, and I went through old stuff. It's like I have school work from like, well, since I was like 5 or 6 years old, related to Japan, apparently. So I have always liked Japan in that sense. And of course, I watched a lot of anime in high school and those kinds of things. But I never really thought that I would go to Japan.
Yeah.
It was more like I were original planning to go to university in Scotland.
Oh, really?
Why Scotland?
Well, 2 of my family members already went there. So I figured maybe I should do the same. Like, I didn't want to go to Swedish university at the time. It's like, okay, let's go abroad.
Yeah.
But there was like a mix-up with different applications, which eventually led me not being able to go.
Oh, wow.
So what happened
Fate.
was that, okay, I'm staying at home. I tried to find a job, and like I also tried to do game software development as well. But eventually I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go somewhere, and I wanted to go far away.
Yeah.
So I looked at my options and I was like, okay, I could go to Korea, I could go to Japan, I could go to China, lots of countries in Asia, for example. It's like, okay, which one do I know the most about and would probably enjoy being in? Well, Japan. So basically, I had free time.
Had free time. That is not a normal thing to say.
No,
so
I can agree.
But you said from 6 years old you had a whole bunch of stuff about Japan, but do you remember like the actual thing that stemmed like why Japan?
Yeah,
Why
like
from
a
6?
initial spark, right?
Yeah, the spark.
I mean, like most kids, I grew up watching Pokemon and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Like, I assume the reason I did school projects about Japan is related to that. I
You grew
don't
up
really
watching
know.
Pokemon. How old are you?
Me, I'm 25.
Pokemon.
He's 25, man.
You're 25? That's
Yeah.
it?
He's a young man, dude. He's a young man, dude.
Wait, how old were you when I first met you then?
Maybe
You
I'm
must have been,
26.
You must have been like
21?
18
20?
or 20,
Yeah, 20.
19?
Yep.
When I first came to Japan, I was legally not allowed to drink.
No, that's not even a rule. You can drink if they say okay. They just
said
say push the
legally.
button.
Legally.
That is legal. You push the button. they believe in rules.
I was not 20, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that young when I first met you. I mean, your beard was more magnificent
Longer.
than mine. Yeah.
You do
You
have
had
that
an
quite
immaculate beard.
amazing Viking-esque beard back in the day.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
letting it grow out again.
Nice.
You should. I mean, if I could, I would, but I just get these stubs. Never happens.
All right, so
I mean,
so relate to that other question. So, like, where did you first come to Japan, and what was your culture clash kind of experiences that you had,
Yeah.
or cultural issues?
I mean, here's the thing which people find surprising. Like, I didn't really have any culture clash.
Oh, nice.
Really?
It's like I decided when I would go to Japan that I would like do my research, so I wouldn't embarrass myself too much.
Yeah, that's good.
And like, I came to the conclusion quite early on that Sweden and Japan are not too different, surprisingly. It's like we take off our shoes when we go indoors, for example. So it's like I knew how to, well, not fit in, because you can't really fit in the same way as a foreigner, but how to not stand out too much and also how to avoid getting too much like culture clash.
Yeah.
There's like nothing that really shocked me because I were aware of a lot of things they do, and also because I watched a lot of anime. I already knew that, okay, this is an exaggerated version of real life to a far degree, and like Japan is just a normal country.
Yeah.
But I would say, in contrast, I actually had a bigger culture clash going home.
Yes, I had a culture clash.
So you had reverse culture shock.
Yeah.
What?
It's like,
Why? What?
well, for some reason, I now hate rice in Sweden.
For some reason.
Well, you came to the rice capital, dude, and everything else is like it's a little substandard after this.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean, like Swedish rice that we have here, it's not terrible, but it's not good either.
Yeah,
no, it's not. It's not.
I
good.
mean, different.
No, it's
and then, like there are lots of things that I came to like prefer in Japan. Then like things I didn't really know when I left. But there are lots of things in Japan that just don't exist in Sweden, and it annoys me.
Can you talk us through this? Like what kind of things?
Like what things?
Nomi hodai,
Soplan.
for example.
Oh,
Nomi hodai.
Nomi hodai.
We all love that. Nomi hodai.
Yes.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Do you have a good Nomi hodai story? And for people who don't know what Nomi hodai is, Michael's going to explain to us.
Well, it's basically all you can drink alcohol.
It's like buffet for
Well,
drinking.
yeah, it can be soft drinks as well, to be fair, but generally
who does
alcohol.
that? Children do
who
soft drinks.
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot of Nomi hodai soft drinks, but I would generally at like one of those restaurants for 7 hours.
Was that before or after your soba?
Both.
Yeah, you're a child. You're not man back then.
Exactly.
Right.
No, but like in Sweden, like technically you can get Nomi hodai. It's just not the same. There's a larger cost because like alcohol is really expensive in Sweden. Like it's even more expensive in pubs and bars to begin with.
So what would be something equivalent in Sweden versus Japan? How much? What would the cost difference be? How much would you pay in like yen? Like 2 hour Nomi hodai in Sweden.
Well, I've had like 2 hour Nomi hodai in Japan for like less than 1,000 yen easily.
Yeah, which is like 10 US
It's
dollars.
like in Sweden, at least 10,000, I would say.
Oh, but over 100 US probably. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a shame, and it's like also like I came to love like cooking together restaurants, like Shabu Shabu, Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
And that stuff just don't exist here.
There's no yakiniku.
No.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, maybe some grill restaurants have it, but it's not something I have seen.
Yeah.
Some business opportunity, guy. Let's do it. Let's open up
I think it would be
yakiniku
too
restaurant.
expensive.
It would be too expensive.
Yeah.
What's the cheap meat there?
I mean, the closest meat that would simulate shabu shabu would be like at least $15-20 for like 500 to 1,000 grams
Of pork or lamb?
Yeah, of pork. Lamb is much more expensive.
Much more expensive.
Oh, wow.
That's so
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
because lamb is cheaper here. Sometimes.
Yeah, lamb in Japan is quite cheap. Well, at least if you're in Hokkaido.
Yeah, Hokkaido. Actually, we got a weird discount today. I had shabu shabu tonight, and it was
Oh, you lucky bastard.
it was actually beef though, because beef was cheaper than lamb for some reason. I don't know
wow.
why, and that's a very rare occasion.
Yeah.
Beef is not cheap in Japan at all.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I agree.
So
Wagyu is not cheap.
There must have been some dying cow. I don't know, or maybe
The meat is cursed, dude.
Maybe the handler had some corona. I have no fucking idea.
No, I
Yeah,
actually
man.
ate so much shabu shabu at a particular restaurant in Susukino, YYT, I believe the name is. And when I came back there, when I went back for a trip before Chiba, I went in there. It's like, oh, hello, I missed you.
We have your seat for you, sir.
Yes.
They didn't refuse service.
No. They just gave it. Oh, here's the seat. How many?
So was this all you can eat?
Yeah.
Wow, and they still let you go. I've been refused once for
Really?
Nomi Hodai because the first time we drank so much. We drank the entire keg and they didn't have a refill and they remembered us. It was like, no. You don't come back here.
I mean,
Just once.
technically that's illegal, but yeah.
Bro, I got refused a few times. I got the very first time where I experienced some type of, I don't know, I guess racism. I don't even know if it was racism, but they were like, no, Japanese only. I was like, でも日本語ちょっと喋れる大丈夫? And then they said, no, Japanese
No.
only. I was like,
I mean, I generally...
日本人です.
Hawaii no Nihonjin. No. I was like, oh, all right, fuck you. And I went to the next one. There's only one time that happened, but I felt really shitty. Like, being not accepted because you're not of a certain race feels like shit.
Try and go to America, like the States, dude. Go to the South sometimes, dude.
Oh,
No, I don't want to go there. I'm gonna die.
So, Michael, actually, I have a question for you too. So, so everyone's got interesting, funny experiences about living in Japan because I mean, there's lots of funny, strange things that happen. So, can you talk about some of your funny or strange experiences you experienced over here?
Well, when I first came to Japan, I were like, okay, I don't really like talking to people, but if I'm going to be somewhat fluent in Japanese, I would have to talk with people.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what can I do? So in my experience, I learned that if you go to like an izakaya and you go up to the salarymen, as we all call them.
Yeah.
And you ask to drink with them, they generally say yes.
Oh, yeah.
In my experience. And then you drink and talk with them and they're having fun. And then they usually also invite you, at least in my experience, to their after party.
Nice.
Second party.
Yeah. So it's like that usually tends to be karaoke. I mean, they have asked me to join them for like what they call again, pink salons. I was like, no.
Soplan.
Not Soapland actually, but like the smaller ones.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like kami. What do you got? Kamikura? Like the touch bar? I forgot what you called those.
I don't remember the name.
Like a
I haven't really
bar.
went with them there. Anyway, when we go to karaoke, I also discovered they generally treat you. Both the alcohol, the food, and everything. It's like the general payment you would have to give. In my case, because I'm Swedish, I have to sing ABBA.
Yeah.
Like that's all they know.
So you probably sang Dancing Queen like 100 times. At
Yeah,
least, right?
and way too much. It's like I don't even like ABBA. It comes natural to them for some reason.
Did you memorize the words?
No. Thank God, no. But it's like
I know what we're doing when you come back to Japan. I know what's on.
No.
24/7.
But it's like they give you alcohol, they drink alcohol themselves, and they get drunker and drunker. And for some reason, they always start to do crazy stuff. It's like you put on the weirdest songs, this particular incident. They started dancing on the karaoke table.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you doing that? And why are you doing it to a Phantom of the Opera song?
Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah, it's
Were they just like stomping across the table?
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
With like the ties on their head.
What? They still do that? That was like an ancient thing, the ties on the head.
Yeah, it's like the ones I were with. It's like I asked them, like some of them, not these ones in particular. It's like, why do you do weird stuff? And they're generally like, well, we're not gonna see you again. So it doesn't matter.
At least
It's just a one-time,
Yeah.
dude.
they still have some type of consciousness going on there for them to calculate.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you generally do not meet them again.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't remember meeting one again.
Yeah.
But it's like it's all good fun.
Yeah.
Have you never met one again though? Because I have, and it's even better the second time.
I mean,
Is
I
it
have
anybody?
met some people again, but not people I went to the after party with. It's like going to a similar izakaya, you meet like the regulars.
Yeah.
The second party is the best though, because that's when they let loose. The first party is generally still considered a part of their work in a sense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
still working. Like
You're kind of getting to know each other also too, right? And by the second part, everybody's all hammered already, so they're ready to throw down.
Well, it's not even like only knowing each other because they already know each other for the most part. It's just something they have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, with foreign people.
Yeah, kind of get to know you, kind of see how you are, and then the second part is just like, all right, let's go.
The first part
is always so strange when they get drunk, and you're just sitting there, and you had more alcohol than them, and you're not even phased.
Yeah. Yes.
Like I always have that issue. Like I can drink way more than they can, and I don't care.
Yeah.
And they just sometimes there's like 2-3 beers, they're down. They're like, really?
Yeah.
2 or 3
and then
beers?
the liquor sometimes the liquor is sometimes like watered down too. It's like not even that strong.
Yeah.
Especially in Nomi Hodai, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Like another time I remember is like when I went back to visit Sapporo before I went to Chiba. I also went to my old school, and I met my teachers, and we all decided let's go out to Genghis Khan later. And so we went, and like the only male teacher I had he got so goddamn hammered on the first party. And then me, him, and another teacher, we went to an after party where he got even more hammered.
What did he do?
Yeah, what did he do?
He forgot his coat in like the first party, and then he forgot his suit jacket on the after party, apparently. And like the other teacher, who for some reason, being a young girl, she could stomach alcohol a lot better than him as well. So she had to carry him home.
No, man. That was all part of the plan.
Yeah, it was all part of
that was all part of the plan.
She didn't even know.
No. It's just so awkward watching them leave. Like this tiny girl who's like really, really tiny, just carrying a man that's taller than me.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 185 in centimeters.
You're 185 centimeters?
He's a big guy, dude. He's a tall guy.
Bro, I don't remember looking up to you.
I do.
What? Wow. You're that tall? And that guy was taller than you?
Yeah, that's not even the weirdest
and he's
thing.
Japanese?
Yeah, he's Japanese. It's like I like they all say that the Japanese are short. It's like I've seen many dwarfs in Japan.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. But it's like I remember one time walking to school, and it's like I always look into my phone, like looking at funny stuff. And we're walking to school, and suddenly I was like, okay, I need to turn around. And I turned around and looked at the back of this one chick who just passed me. And I look at her, and I look up, and I realize she's over one head taller than me.
What? Japanese?
And
That's
then-
a giant, man.
Yeah, Japanese. And I was like, okay, my first instinct, look down towards her feet. No heels.
Oh, wow.
So I just stood there for several minutes being like, what the hell did I just see?
Bro,
Like
that
at
is
first I
dope.
thought I like saw a yokai or something.
that's a ghost. That is an anomaly.
Yeah.
My first instinct would have been not look at the feet and be like, "Hey, you speak English?"
You speak English?
You speak English?
Takai desu yo.
Bruh. If you're 185 and you had to look up to a girl, that's pretty nuts.
Yeah, that's really awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
In
that's not
Japan.
even the last time I seen that chick, because I saw her again a while later. But she was on like those monster truck bikes,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
the ones with
tires.
the really thick wheels that are
Yeah,
really
yeah.
tall.
The winter.
And she was
So
just cycling. And she was even taller then. It was like, what the hell? You don't need to be taller.
This is in Sapporo then?
But it was in Sapporo.
Yeah. So was she on a big equivalent size bike, or was she on like a regular size bike? That would be funny if she was like really tall on a smaller bike.
I know.
I would have loved to see that. It's like, I should have been like, as you said, Takai desu ne.
Bruh. Like, why would you look at the feet? Like, look at her face and tell her straight up, like, why are you so fucking tall?
Because I wanted to confirm if she was cheating or not.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Man, that's the one that got away.
No, well, I heard in general, like Hokkaido people are in general are taller because the diet here is different. They drink more milk and they eat more meat.
Yeah.
Than the average person from Honshu. So
Oh.
But if we're gonna talk about weird experiences, like
Yeah,
I would
of course,
say the most embarrassing experience that I've had were one day. It's like it had just rained, so it was cloudy, but it was like early in the morning. I think it was like 7:30 or something, and I was leaving my dormitory to go to school. Again, going to school, the weirdest stuff happens. So I haven't even walked 100 meters from my dormitory where I see in like the corner of my eye some people standing at the parking lot close by. They were standing over one of those manholes, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
And I just looked at them and be like, oh, there's a guy here with his pants down. And there's a girl holding his penis and helping him pee down the manhole. And I just looked at him and be like, it's 7:30 in the morning. What are you doing?
Did
it was a long night.
did they like just come back from drinking, or were
Probably
they going to work?
They looked very drunk.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just looked at them and be like, oh, this is an astounding view. I'm never going to forget it.
Send me the pictures. Send me the pictures.
Yeah. It's like the girl noticed me, and she was like, as you just said, Ohio gozaimasu. It's like saying good morning to a gaijin who's watching you pee. I was like,
she's holding
she was
a
holding
cock.
Yeah, she's holding his junk. It's like, Ohio gozaimasu. Like,
I mean, it would have been less awkward if she were giving him a blowjob or something. She was just helping him pee.
Did you stop? Did you stop?
No, they didn't stop. They just continued.
No, you. Did you stop and like acknowledge them?
No,
Like-
they didn't notice that I acknowledged them, but it's like as soon as she said good morning, I was like, well, ohayo gozaimasu, and I just walked away.
You
Good
should have
morning
been
to
like,
you too.
do you need some
Yeah.
help?
I didn't want to intrude too much. Like, do your thing. Leave me out of it.
Yeah. You guys had a
Like-
long night, and looks like it's gonna be a long morning.
Yeah. But then I happened to meet the woman again a few days later,
Was she a
and
doctor?
she was sober this time.
Yeah.
And we happened to walk in the same street, so I assumed she was living nearby.
Yeah.
But she was like, I could see her face when she noticed me.
Yeah.
Just turn very, very red. And it's just be like, Gaijin-san, hontoni sumimasen deshita.
You should have been like, no. It was my pleasure.
You're kundene. No, it's like,
that's
what do
funny,
you even
dude.
say to that? It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what you say to that? You say, I need to piss.
please help. Tanonde kuremasen deshita.
There's a manhole right around the corner.
But honestly, that would have been my first instinct if I was
My
you call
my
that?
first
If I was
instinct would have been
single-
like busting out my phone. Hey, ohayo gozaimasu. Wave to the camera.
no,
Like-
like I would have just said, like, if I got into that situation where she was all red and like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm like, oh, no, it's okay, but I need to piss.
And the thing is, like, they were both Japanese, I'm pretty sure. But when I told my Japanese friends about it, they were like, no, Chinese.
They can't
Okay.
accept it. They can't accept it.
That's one cultural bound we don't do. Peeing, pulling out your boyfriend's dick and peeing in a manhole. That's not Japanese culture.
Bro,
I mean, she was
hold-
speaking perfect Japanese. I assumed she was Japanese.
no Chinese.
Yeah,
Chinese.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Bro, I'll
Okay,
hold
looks like-
both of you anytime if you need help.
I will never be that drunk, so you don't have to worry about that, buddy.
Well, I will, so you have to worry about it.
You can piss in that manhole by yourself, buddy.
Bro, not on my pants. Come on. I thought we were bros.
Yeah, you just put on your pants and piss wherever you want, dude. Not holding your junk, bro.
Nah, Mitch will help me. Or Mitch.
I
Mike
mean,
won't.
like, I'm kind of upset. Like, in front of the dormitory, there are tons of manholes. Like, I would hope that they would actually be using those manholes. Because, like, there are plenty of security cameras at my dormitory that just
yeah.
records everything.
So there's like tons of like footage of people pissing in manholes. The other girls like helping.
Yeah,
them
yeah,
piss in
yeah.
manhole. Yeah.
Man, I
No,
wonder.
so that's like a video game. You gotta avoid the manholes, right?
We got this. We got
Wow.
the
Oh,
fuck.
don't step on the manhole, dude.
This is a fucking video game cast. We got
Yeah,
the
Piss
you
man.
gotta. It's the go into the
Oshiko
AC
man.
room plus
Yeah.
holding cocks while you're going to the AC.
Yeah.
You got like the
Yeah.
speed boost. Sup-Sapporo Dosanko life. All right, let's go. So we got some this or
about?
that questions for you. I'm just going to ask you some questions and please choose one as quickly as possible. So miso ramen, shoyu ramen,
Okay.
salt ramen, or tonkotsu ramen?
Miso ramen.
Yeah, right on, buddy.
Why?
I mean, it's the one I've had the most, and I just like the taste.
Where's your
Sapporo,
favorite
man.
shop?
My favorite shop. Oh. Well, I'm not very good with the names of shops. I would have to say.
How about, like,
I
the
really like
place?
the miso ramen they made in my dormitory. I would have to say though.
Your dorm room? or like the cafeteria?
Yeah. Like we had a kitchen with chefs that cooked for us every day.
Were you like
Nice,
with the
nice, great.
Saudi Arabian king or something?
No. It was fairly cheap, actually.
Have you eaten here, Jamie?
No.
Where is this? You had like some private cafe?
No.
It's way out
No.
here.
I lived
he went-
in a dormitory not connected
Yeah.
to the university.
Yeah, he actually lived at what was the name of the tower place, right?
Yeah, they lived close to Prince Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like Odori side, like Juichome?
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I used to live near
Oh.
there. I was actually right around the corner from you.
Oh man, I'd be in so much trouble if I lived there. That's so close to Susukino.
Oh yeah, dude, it's a walk. It's a stone's throw, my friend.
Oh,
It's almost a straight path from that dormitory to Susukino, and like
Yep.
I walked back and forth every other day.
And stumbled back, right?
man. So
Yeah,
people,
stumbled back. Yeah.
for people who don't know, he lives about maybe 4 or 5 blocks away from the red light district.
Yep.
Wait, but
Yeah,
you know, the
close
red
that,
light
yeah.
district is friendly. You know, there's children there with their families.
I was gonna say what?
That-
What part of Suskino are you going to, dude?
No, like a family outing, bro. Get your mind out of the gutter.
What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, I just went there with my kids the other day
Yeah.
for
You
dinner.
bought them shots?
No. I mean, so red light district in Japan, it's not your usual red light district. Like there could be a soap land, and then right next door there'll be like a family restaurant.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I usually went there for like book off or Mandarake.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
Mandarake.
Mandarake. Yeah, that place
Yeah,
is
and
great.
then you go to the pubs afterwards.
Yeah. And there's people having sex all around you while you're doing this. It's just a regular thing.
You can't see them doing it, right?
No, you can't see them doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Just checking.
They are there. I mean, you see the signs, you see the buildings, you know what's happening.
Sometimes you
just
better
kinda
clarify what you're
ignore
talking
it.
about, right, Chad? Right? Just like sometimes it's like
yeah.
a little ambiguous when you say stuff.
I mean, I planned it.
Okay, next question.
All right, next question. Chicken sashimi, horse sashimi, or whale sashimi?
Oh God, I have to pick.
Fuck yeah, you gotta pick. I mean, you eat the grossest kind of shit. This is good.
Well, I would go with Basashi then.
Yeah,
Basashi.
good.
Basashi is
Horse.
horse sashimi.
Nice.
You eat
Yes.
it often?
Well, I didn't eat it much in Sapporo, but I have a place very close to where I tend to stay in Tokyo, so I always go there.
Have you ever had the Kyushu ones?
No, I don't think I've had those, but I have
Kyushu
heard
one's
of them.
great.
Yeah.
Kyushu one is excellent.
You had the Kyushu ones, Jamie?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
The
I
Kyushu
hate
one
you.
I had the Kyushu one and I had motsunabe, which is this intestines nabe. Oh, that was
Motsunabe
good.
is good.
Yeah.
You good with motsunabe? Michael?
Oh,
You're
it
not
is.
good-
I haven't had that. No,
Oh, it's
You've
good.
never had motsunabe.
I don't think so. No,
That's some good stuff.
it doesn't ring a bell.
Your Japanese class is not intensive enough. All right.
The experience
No,
wasn't
I
so
had
immersive.
to translate in my head. Oh, what's that? Oh,
So motsunabe is like the guts,
Intestines.
kind of like intestines, and sometimes they have some innards and stuff, but generally intestines. It's really good, especially the
good
miso
stuff.
one. What is
Yeah.
Kyushu motsunabe like? What is their
It's
base?
good. Miso. I had miso.
Miso.
Oh, it was excellent, dude. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and if they cook it well enough, it's so soft. I could probably give it to you and you wouldn't even know it's motz. Next.
I mean, like I don't eat that many gut stuff. Like I'm still aiming to try to get the whale penis.
What? Man. Oh, I've never had whale penis, but I would.
Yeah, they sell that in a place in Tokyo, but they only do it at night, and I'm never there at night. It sucks.
Wait, is this some innuendo? Why is it only at night?
Because at lunchtime they only sell the basic sets.
That's not helping me. So,
basically, they're only selling whale steak, whale sashimi, whale tempura, and a seasonal thing.
So is penis like a night food? It's like hot milk?
It's an appetizer.
Is that an aphrodisiac?
Is it appetizer, really?
Yeah, they sell it as an appetizer at this place.
Whoa.
I mean, like, it's kind of like a scab of whale penis, right? Do you get to see
I
the
don't
whole
think
penis?
it's the entire one because they sell it for like 800 yen. So I'm just assuming it's part of it.
It's a sliver of dick, is what it is.
Yeah, a sliver of whale penis. Bro, even if I didn't eat it, I'd buy it just to see whale penis.
Well, it's not gonna look like a penis. It's gonna look like part of a penis or something, dude. It's not gonna be like the shaft.
It's for bragging rights. Like, I touched the shaft. You could say that, and it would be
the
technically
shaft too,
correct.
right?
I ate the shaft
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, there's no
And
shame. I don't discriminate.
And it was inside of you.
It was
Oh.
right down through my throat hole.
Yeah.
All the way down to
And
my
it came
stomach.
out your ass too. Yeah, it came
And
out
it
your ass
did.
too.
Yeah, and it makes sense both
Yeah.
physically and logically.
Yes, it does.
Perfect sense, yes.
All right.
Logic.
Okay, next one. Turtle soup or tachi soup?
I haven't had either, actually.
Really? You never had spong?
No.
No. Which one would you go for then?
I mean, I would try both.
Yeah.
I'm one who would try all food.
Yeah, me too.
Which would be your first pick if you only could choose one? The turtle soup or the fish sperm soup?
I would probably pick turtle.
Is it because I said fish sperm? What if I said tachi? Okay, the turtle soup or the tachi soup?
I know what you mean because like I've had the tachi sushi.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
I've had that
remember.
before too.
That's even.
Yeah, I've had it before.
Yeah,
It's
the
all right.
tachi sushi is even more fresh because it's not boiled. You had like raw sperm versus boiled.
Well, it's not
sperm.
the first time in Japan.
Animal sperm. It makes a good taste. Salty.
Yeah, salty.
Yeah, so
Lots of protein.
Yeah. It is what it is, man. I mean, like, it changes a little bit between beasts, but
Changes a little bit between beasts.
choose your beast.
I don't know why that sounded fucking funny, dude.
It sounded funny in my head. That's why I said it.
Yeah, it did. It came out funny too. When you said it out of your mouth, it did sound pretty funny.
Yep.
Okay. I guess we get more serious now. Osaka or Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Why?
I haven't been to Osaka, and I don't really want to.
Why?
Because it has kind of like the reputation of like being the Swedish capital of Japan.
The Swedish capital of Japan, really?
It's also kind of like the American capital of Japan. It's basically the Western capital of Japan.
Yeah, I think that's why most foreigners like that place. I love Osaka, man. That place is great.
I mean, most Swedes they choose Osaka and they go there. It's like I don't think I have anything against Osaka itself. I will probably go at some point, but I'm not attracted to it in the same way most people are.
Yeah,
I think I know why, though, for you, in your case. Just listening to our conversation earlier, I think you said you embraced like the Japanese side and kind of stuff. And it seems like, and you even said like you like Japanese culture a bit more than Swedish culture. So that'd probably be it. Like a lot of my friends who are homesick and shit, they like Osaka more, basically because it's more like an American Japan.
Yeah.
Since most of my friends are American, but for you it'd be like Swedish Japan, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of Swedes also call it like the Japanese Gothenburg. Because Sweden's Gothenburg is similar in the sense that most comedians are from Gothenburg.
Ah,
I
Yeah,
feel
the
like I'd
Monza
love
stuff,
that
right?
place. Gothenburg. What is Gothenburg?
It's the second biggest city in Sweden.
What is the first
Well,
biggest?
Stockholm.
I know Stockholm. All right. Man. I'm getting off. I taught social studies in high school when I was living in Hawaii. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like I should know these things, but nope.
Yeah.
Ginza or Roppongi?
Ooh. I would say Ginza because I like to walk around the area. But I've been to Roppongi too, but it's like I'm not much into like go out.
Nigerians? Oh,
What?
what?
No, I don't like Roppongi because like I don't want to go out and pick up chicks, so to say.
Mm-mm.
It's not why I'm in Tokyo. I guess if I lived in Tokyo, I would probably go and do that. But since I'm just visiting Tokyo, I would prefer to go to Ginza because there are some few restaurants I know and like in Ginza, and there's also stores that I like.
Yeah.
It's more like sightseeing and stuff. Like, I guess purpose is different. So Ginza.
Yeah, there used to be like a vampire goth cafe in Ginza as well.
Oh, interesting.
Vampire goth.
They have a cafe.
Yeah, like you go there and all the staff are dressed up in gothic clothing and serving you vampire drinks.
What is a vampire drink?
Blood, of
Red
course.
eye.
All their drinks are themed around a certain character, like Dracula, or like Elizabeth Bathory and those kinds of people, and they try to make it fit into that kind of story.
Wait, Elizabeth Bathory, wasn't that the chick that like killed a lot of people trying to like
Virgins.
live longer?
Yeah, she bathed in their blood.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the myth. Although in reality that was probably not the case.
Yeah.
For some reason I've done a bit of studying on that lady, but her myth persists that she's basically like the female Dracula, like the original female Dracula.
Yeah.
So, did she bathe in virgin's blood?
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
I think Kim Kardashian does that.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
She's the modern day Elizabeth. What's her name?
Bathory.
Elizabeth Bathory.
Yeah.
So they only have two drinks. They have Dracula and Elizabeth Bathory.
No, they have a few dozen.
Yeah.
There's a few dozen Draculas.
No, like vampire themed.
Vampire themed.
Yeah, they probably have like what's his name? The vampire killer. They probably have like what was his name?
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing drink. They probably have.
It better be a fucking Wes Craven drink. Or not Wes Craven. John Carpenter. There'd be a bit of John Carpenter drink.
John Carpenter didn't make any vampire movies, dude.
He made a lot of vampire movies. Right?
What movies? No.
I remember one where there's like this house and then they were hunting. There's like that old guy with the fucked up leg. I don't know the name of the movie.
Very descriptive.
Yeah. Right?
That's my uncle. You just described. You got the fucked up leg?
Yeah. Fuck off. Let me Google this real quick. I think actually, before I Google it, I think the name was John Carpenter's Vampires.
That sounds like no. John Carpenter's Vampires. You just throw John Carpenter.
Oh.
John Carpenter's The Car Wash.
John Carpenter's Vampires. Google it, bitch. It's a fucking movie.
If you want to watch a vampire movie, just watch like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
I watched that, but bro, John Carpenter's Vampire, 1998. I remember watching this. I love this movie.
It probably was not very good if I didn't know about it, dude.
Bro.
Yeah. James
don't-
Woods in that movie, so
Oh, you're googling it,
Yeah,
bro. It was fucking good. You know what? It is good because you don't know about it. Because it's
No,
not.
if I don't know about it, it means it's pretty shitty, dude.
It's not pop. It's not pop. It's a fucking cult movie. It's a cult movie, bitch.
It's a cult of shitty movies.
Cult movie. You love this shit. Come on. Right here. You see that shit? Look at him. He's in fucking tight jeans.
I will give it up to James Woods, though. James Woods is a badass.
Do you even read the link? It says the vampires suck.
It did say that.
Yeah, he does say that.
But you know what?
Dawn.
That's pop. Pop people are saying that.
Unpop.
It's not like the unpop people are saying that. And Jamie has a thing about pop culture.
Yep.
Bro, watch it.
You and me both.
Good. Everyone, watch John Carpenter's Vampires. Fuck you. All right. Okay, this next one. I don't know how to pronounce this. Can you pronounce it for me? Sostrumming? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Okay. One more time.
Surströmming.
Or narezushi.
I mean, I think it would be more appropriate, what's it called again, to ask surströmming or kusaya. I think that's the name.
That's what I was thinking of, actually. I was thinking of kusaya, but I couldn't think of it. Kusaya. Yeah.
I mean, I have not managed to find kusaya. I mean, I've tried.
It's expensive. It's like saman for the kusaya plate, but if you can find it, it's expensive. So yeah.
I mean, it's like even in I found it's easier to find Swedish surströmming in Japan than it is to find kusaya. It's like I like surströmming
because your shit comes in a can, son.
Well, yes. Like, I don't know if you guys know about the Sweden village outside Sapporo.
Yeah, I do know about that place.
What is it?
It's a house where it's a place where they have Swedish houses and people dress Swedish over there.
In Sapporo?
Yeah.
Outside.
What?
It's like a 30-minute train ride away.
Yeah. Swedish Hills, right? Swedish Hills, dude.
Yeah, Sweden Hills.
日本語で何?
Sweden Hills. Literally.
I do not know. Wow, this is new information.
What? You've been there for like almost 10 years. You know about Swedish Hills, dude?
What?
No, I do not know. I want to go now. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, they have like probably not now in Corona times, but they usually have like 3-4 events a year, and one of them is to eat surströmming. So I brought a lot of friends to go there and watch everyone eat surströmming. But it's like they had no Swede who knew what to do on the spot, and they left everything up to this poor Japanese man, and he needed to try to open the can, and I just stood there watching him, and it's like he had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
So he had covered himself in like this raincoat to try to protect himself. Then he opened the can, and like all the Japanese stood around him, like they were dancing around a fire, so to say. It's like I couldn't be at the front because I was too big, so to say. But when he opened the can, he did the mistake that you're not supposed to do, and he opened it without putting it into a bucket of water. He just opened it in the air. So meaning all smell will come out. So what happened is he opened it and he just freaked out and just walked backwards because he could not handle the smell.
Yeah, it was.
And then it spread to all the Japanese in the circle, and they just walked away. So what I did, I walked forward and be like, "Hello, do you need help?"
Did you put it in a bucket of water?
Oh,
he didn't do that. Yeah. I just looked at him and I was like, you need to put a bucket of water or something. That's how you open it. Because that will mask the smell to a certain extent.
Yeah. If you have to put it in a percentage-wise, How much percent would it mask the smell? 100 being it open air.
I mean, it would reduce the smell by at least half, I would say.
Oh yeah, that's a lot, man. Because I smelled it too. One of my Swedish classmates brought that stuff. Opened up a can outside of our dorm. Man, we were running from the hills, dude. I was ready to try it, but man, that smell killed me. He opened it, just opened it. Not in the water, man. He opened it up in the air, man. It was horrible.
That's what I don't really understand. Like I have grown up eating surströmming, but most Swedes do not eat. But they know the food exists and they want others to try it. But
do they
the
eat
problem
it themselves?
is, they don't eat it themselves. They want others to try it. Like they want to torture people. But the problem is they don't know how to eat.
Yeah, surströmming. But okay. So if anyone offers you surströmming and they do not have a fucking bucket of water nearby, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Have them eat it with you.
No, but that's the thing with this event as well. They had gathered the proper ingredients, but they had not gathered the proper utensils to deal with the fish. And it's like they like you need potatoes, but you're supposed to cut it up and put it on the bread along with a type of sour cream and some other things. And you place the surströmming on there. But in some surströmmings, you actually have to remove the bad stuff like bones, for example. And people don't know how to do that either. And they gave us plastic forks and plastic knives.
What are you supposed to have? Because I don't know.
You need like a proper fork and knife to do it. Like a plastic one is not going to cut it.
You need a metal one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like for example, when you cut up the potatoes themselves, it's like the plastic knives, they just break.
So it's hard. It's not like boiled down where it's easy to cut through. It's kind of hard.
No.
So you need
it's supposed to be a little bit hard.
Quality. I see.
So I spent the rest of that event teaching people how to eat.
They should have paid you, man.
Yeah, they should have paid me.
Did you go to their nomikai?
I don't think they have a nomikai at Sweden Hills.
Yeah. What? There's always a nomikai.
They have the midsummer event.
Oh yeah, that's
which is generally Swedish food.
Yeah.
They have the surströmming and they have the Swedish crayfish festival, and they have Swedish Lucia as well.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think they have any other events.
And to my original question, I actually forgot. So, surströmming or kusaya?
Surströmming. At least until I tried kusaya.
But I think you'd be all right. I mean, I've seen those videos, man. Fuck that. I'm not trying kusaya.
I mean, like, I've lost most of my smell as it is. Like, surströmming is one of the only things I can smell, but I'm not bothered by it. So I'm assuming I should be able to eat kusaya just fine.
Yeah. I think Jamie was trying to bring up balut. Were you trying to bring that up?
No, I was gonna say like in Hawaii, it's like when people try to give others lihimoy. Like when I moved, dude, when I moved to lihimoy, it's like the powder, is like the pickled plum, but they have salty and sweet. I gave that to my bosses and coworkers when I moved to Georgia. Dude, the look in their face was just like, what the hell is this? This is horrible, man. Yeah,
bro, lihimoy is nothing. You put that in beer. You put that on fruit.
Yeah, dude.
But I would just cut up some pickled plum and just put it in rice, and then just put some kind of type some kind of meat sauce on top, like you get at Japanese dome places. That's really good.
No, the pickled. It's not a pickled plum. It's like this dried,
salty, sweet.
Fuck thing. Is lihimoy? Yeah, like it's sweet because you put sugar in it, but. It's kind of like this salty. Dried plum. It's really sour.
Yeah. But you cut it up into small pieces.
No, it's in powder form. I mean, like they do have a seed form. They have both. They have seed.
Okay, powder form is a bit difficult.
And in powder form, we usually sprinkle it on like pineapple and watermelon, apples, or like some fruit.
Makes good margaritas.
Yeah. You put it in margaritas too. But
I mean, I could dig that.
Yeah.
no, it's good. Yeah. I think you'd have no problem. You eat fucking sashimi.
You're hardcore, bro. You're like level 10.
Dude, I've eaten cockroaches in Japan. I'm sure I can survive.
What?
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please go on. What?
No, have you never tried cockroaches in Japan?
Fuck that.
Oh no, I never tried it, dude.
I want to.
No, but
fuck that.
You take cockroaches and then you dip them into honey and crystallize them, and you eat them, and they're very crunchy.
No.
Oh yeah, I would
go
try
ahead,
that.
Jamie.
No, I tried I tried crickets. My Korean roommate guy made crickets. That was good. It was real crunchy.
I've eaten crickets,
nuts.
but crickets, bruh, come on. You grew up in Hawaii. Can you get around that mindfuck of cockroach?
I would try it at least once.
Well, I say fuck that, my friend. Fuck that.
I would try that shit, dude.
Bro, there's no way.
I mean, when I lived briefly in Chiba, what was it called again? Caesarea? You know that place?
Yeah. Caesarea, yeah.
Yeah, the ones in Chiba, at least, they had like this limited event where they sold snail pizza.
Really?
Well, that's a regular thing though. Snails kind of like escargot.
Yeah. But it's like finding that at Caesarea.
That's a good point.
I mean, if I went to a restaurant that specialized exotic food, that's fine. But it's like Caesarea. I was like,
I think maybe Tokyo Caesarea. I think the Hokkaido ones, they usually tend to have escargot and snail there. Maybe, was it an English menu? Did you read it in?
No, it was a Japanese menu.
That's interesting then.
I mean, I went to Caesarea a lot in Hokkaido, and I have no memories of snails from when I lived there.
Yeah.
I've seen, all the time I've been to Caesarea, I've seen that. I ordered it because it was so cheap. It was like 400 yen for escargot, man.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cheap,
Nice.
actually.
Yeah, it's in like this garlic butter sauce. It's pretty okay.
Oh, nice.
The only thing I don't like about Caesarea is they fucking take forever to bring your food. How much time we got left? We got a little bit more. Let me move on real quick. Last one. So sake or shochu?
Sake.
Yeah.
Why?
Sake.
I mean, I really like the taste of most sake, and I also like cooking with it. And then I've also seen you know that station where you can test any amount of sake. They have a huge wall of sake.
Is that near Nijion?
I think it's somewhere in the southwest of the mainland.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know.
I forgot the name, but it's it's a giant wall of sake, and you pay 300 yen, and you can try out how many ones you want.
Wow.
What?
Really? That's a deal.
Yeah, but it's a really small cup. You're only supposed to fill the cup and then drink the cup and then move on to the next.
Yeah, but you can drink all of it, right?
Yeah. If you survive all of it, sure.
Yeah.
I'd fucking live there. That'd be my life source.
Man, you got to make sure you bring that good friend that's driving with you.
Hire a driver.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Driver. Okay. All right, man. So I guess that was the last one for that.
All right, good times.
Good. Yeah.
Good. Yes.
Been good. Good talk to you. I hope I can get that fucking first video going. But if not, we got.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But the last two videos came out good. Assuming this one comes out good. Yeah.
Well, man, it's awesome to see you, dude. This is a great talk. We had a good time, dude. This is good times today.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So Yeah, and then we're also probably gonna have some people back. If you want to come back, like that'd be great. We could do some like other things too, like reaction videos, or we can do like just like different themes or something.
Yeah, that would be very interesting to do. It's just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
match
cool.
the schedule.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So shall
Cool.
we do a goodbye?
Goodbye. All right.
Right.
Thanks for coming, man. It's nice to see you. See you again.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Shoots.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Hit subscribe. Thanks. Let us know. Right. Michael, thank you very much. Peace out. Mahalo.
Thank you.